Hello everyone, today I'll be making a video of how to skip 60 chess pieces to just get 2 codes done, the new shader, the emblem, and the ship. So you must collect 4 of the chess pieces from Eris's apartment. So these are the locations for the chess pieces. It's going to be 2 pawns, 1 bishop, and 1 knight. After collecting the 4 pieces, you go to the unknown chamber destination and just go to the middle game. So when you do load into the map or to the chess mini game, you're going to see 2 kings and 1 queen. What you have to do is put in the 4 of the chess pieces for the code. And the code is 2 pawns, 1 knight, 1 bishop. I am going to put the codes right now. You can follow me along or skip this. It's up to you. So what you do is go on the platform of the symbols above and it will show you the names of each of the chess pieces. So for example, over here it says pawn moves remaining times 16. We're just going to use 2. So this is the first chess piece. First is a6 pawn. The next one is going to be a pawn and it is going to be f4. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just counting the squares. If anyone's wondering, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and shoot. Because sometimes I don't really follow with the numbers and the letters. So we finished pawn. So next we are going to go to knight. And we only need to put 1 knight. And knight, it is b2. So right now I was just counting. I was going 1, 2, and then right 1. So that's going to be the knight or the horse or the dark knight. Next we're going to go for the next chess piece, the bishop. And this one is going to be g7. Once you put all the codes for the first session, all the chess pieces will disappear. There will be fire, and this is when you need to put the second code. So now we're going to do the second code, and the second code is going to be a little different. I am going to put different codes on the back on row 8, then I'll go to row 7, row 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, instead of going all over the place. This is the chess code, and I'm pretty sure everyone's familiar with it, and yes, I did make it pink because I want to make it girly, alright? First things first, we're going to go from left to right on all the rows. So we're going to go all the way from the back from row 8. We are going to go and get the queen. So the queen's going to be all the way from the back 8 from the right side or from the left side. So once we do that, we're going to switch. And we're still in row 8, by the way. We are still in row 8. We're going to get the rook. Rook or rook. And rook is in row 8. From the second square from the right. So once you shoot that piece, we're going to go to row 7. Alright, row 7. So we're done with row 8. Row 8's done. Forget about it. Focus on row 7. So row 7 is the knight, the dark knight, or it looks like a horse. So we're going to get the horse, and next we're going to get the queen again. Yes, we're going to the queen. We're going for the queen, and we're still in row 7. So make sure you get the queen. It's going to be right on this square. And we're done for row 7. So now row 6 is going to be a little bit difficult because we're going to shoot all the squares except one in the middle. So it's going to be 2 queens. So there's going to be queen 1 for row 6 and the next queen. So I'm shooting 1 queen and then the next square, the second. And now we're going to go for the next one. You can see I'm shooting the 3rd queen. Might as well because it's next to it. Alright, we're done with that for now. And now we're going to go for the bishop. Alright, the bishop is the one's going to be between the queen. So we're going to go there right now. Actually, no. So we're gonna go for the rook. We're still in row 6. So we're getting the rook, and there's 2 of them. Make sure you shoot the 2 squares. So that's 1 rook, and then there's a second rook. Oh, the rook. Okay, so we finished with that. Forget about rooks for now. We're gonna go and get the bishop. Alright, the bishop. So bishop is between the 2 queens on row 6. So we're gonna shoot bishop. And next we're gonna go for the knight. So we're gonna go for the knight. And then once we finish that, we're gonna go to row 5. So we're almost done. I'm shooting the knight right now. It is the dark square, if anyone's wondering. Now we are going to row 5, and this is when we have to go for the pawn. So we're going to go for the dark square, row 5, dark square. So make sure you shoot that. Alright, and then we're going to go shoot another pawn from the white square. And then another pawn from the last 5 square. So we finished that. Forget about that. We're going to go for the rook. And the rook is on row 5. Second square. Alright, so we finished that. And now what we're going to do is go to the next chess piece. So the next one we're going to go for is, I was just double checking by the way. Alright, so now we're going to go for the knight. So next going to be the knight. It's going to be on the white square, row 5. Perfect. And now the last one, we're going to go for the bishop. It's going to be the last one for now for row 5. It is between pawn and knight. Okay, we finished with that. Forget about row 6. We're going to row 4. So first things first, we're going to go to row 4, rook, row 4, rook. Okay, the rook, the white square. Alright, we got that. Make sure you shoot it with an auto rifle or a scout. Alright, we finished that. And now we're going to go to the next one. We're going for the knight. The knight is the one, row 4. It's going to be the dark square. So make sure you shoot that. Next, we're going to go for the queen. We're almost done with row 4. So we're going for the queen. Make sure you shoot dark square. Okay, we're done with row 4. We're going to row 3. And row 3 is the bishop. So we're shooting the bishop square. And then next we're going to go for the queen again. We're going for queen right now. And then we're going to go back to bishop. So there you go. We got the queen. I was just double checking. And now we're going to shoot 2 times on bishop. So 1, 2. Okay, we're done on row 3. Forget about row 3. We're going for row 2. And this one is pretty easy. So we're going to go for pawn. Or it looks like a Snapchat icon, if I have to be really honest. Alright, we're going to go next. We're going to go for rook. Rook or rook. Okay, so we got that. And next we're going to go for pawn again. So make sure you go for the pawn. You can count the squares. I was just double checking. So this is pawn. Let's just shoot that. And next we're going to go for the rook. So we're going to go for rook. And you can shoot the square. Alright, and next we're going to go for knight. Knight, the horse. Or we call it the knight. So after that, we're going to go to the last row. Last one, number 1. So number 1's going to be knight. So you can count the squares. 1, 2, 3. And now we're gonna go for the Bisham. So we're gonna go all the way from here, and we're just gonna shoot next to the knight. They're gonna be best friends. Alright, best friends. And we're just double checking. Alright, just shoot there. Alright, and then you could shoot another Bisham from the end of row 1. The end of row 1. Next, we're gonna go for the knight. The knight's gonna be next to Bisham and pawn. Well, between Bisham and pawn. I was just double checking, by the way. Alright, perfect. And now we're gonna have 2 pawns. So, this is the last 2. You can see right here. And we are done with the code, which is why I prefer going row by row. So once you finish the code, you can double check. And all you have to do is go back at the map and offer your answers. Once you offer your answers, then there'll be more fire, or the firepower. Then there'll be a hive chest, which you can claim your loot for the taken shader, strange coins, the ship, and the emblem. So this is what the shader looks like, and this is what the ship looks like. I have tested this method 3 times and have tested this with 2 players who didn't get all the 60 chess pieces. Now for me personally, I was collecting all of it by myself, and it took me almost 4 hours or 3 hours and 40 minutes or more. With a fire team, it'll probably take an hour, but I'm just giving you a heads up. If you're not in a fire team and you want to do it by yourself, it's going to take double the time of collecting all the 60 chess pieces. But with a fire team, it will take an hour, around an hour, depending on your team. If anyone's curious of how long does it take to collect all these 60 chess pieces. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.